screen and explain why DevOps and why AWS DevOps and other tools and technologies. Okay. Is my screen is visible, right? Okay, fine.
Yes, Karthik, it is
Yeah.
visible.
So basically, let's start with the DevOps. Like, why DevOps? What is the DevOps? And why we are choosing the AWS Cloud only, and other things. Okay. So first of all, DevOps is nothing but it's a culture. Okay. In order to automate the things uh, which are required for the deployment purposes, and also like it will automate the entire process from code committing to the deployment in your servers. Okay, there is no manual intervention, there is no manual steps followed to deploy in your servers. Okay, so second thing is like why AWS, like there are multiple clouds like Azure, GCP, Alibaba, and the DigitalOcean. These are all clouds will process 200 plus services like servers and computing, storage, functions, etc., etc. But why AWS means it will offer multiple services and streamline approach. That's why we opted for the AWS. And the job market in 2026 also like AWS will be high because AWS is the booming one, booming cloud platform. That's why. And coming to in this course, what I will teach and what factors you will understand, I will teach you like from beginning onwards. So in this course, I will be teaching like Git, which is essential for the code committing and other things. It's a version control system. Okay. So second thing is package manager tools. So the tools will be different for the different technologies. Like for example, for Python it will be pip, and Java Maven, and npm for the Node.js. And the third thing is security scanning tools, which will be essential for security code scanning and to find out the vulnerabilities in the security. And the fourth thing is containers. This is the most important topic because containers are nowadays very common. We will be teaching you Docker. And the fifth one is container orchestration. This is also one of the important topic and booming topic, that is Kubernetes. Okay, so I will keeping a star here. And the last and foremost topic is like deployment, how we can follow the deployment by using the pipelines. So I will be taking GitHub Actions as example. So these topics we will cover. So before going to the what exactly each tool and why we are using each tool, let me tell you why we are using these things. Okay. So for example, if you are developing any kind of code, like for example, React or Python or Java or .NET, these all are some set of code which will deliver a website, right? Or something else. Okay, so you want to commit, like for example, you are working in some company, you're working on some google.com. Okay, you need to build some website for the google.com. So what technologies you choose, it depends upon the requirements what they have given, and what kind of requirements they're given, and also like different factors, where to host and what to host. Okay, so for this purpose, in order to build a beautiful website or something else, it contains of the front end and back end, you know already. But how to scale? So we will teach in this how to scale. Like for example, if you build the website, you host in the any Netlify or something else, but you don't know how to scale because Netlify won't scale you, because it will give you the free versions and free tiles only, right? But in the AWS, it can be possible, like how to scale the website in the entire regions or in the entire world. Okay, so the process will be simple. You must have familiar with the some Git, right? Which is a version control system. Okay, you will check in your code. in different branches. There are some branching strategies will be there. There are multiple things will be there. So you will be just checking the code in the GitHub and follow to pipeline and to deployment. The deployment may be different kinds. It's like a EC2 deployment or Kubernetes deployment or IaaS deployment or Lambda deployment. It's depend upon the whatever requirement you have. Okay, so let me tell you like what AWS services it provide and what I will cover in this course. See, basically, our AWS will provide 200 plus services. Okay, in this 200 plus services, we barely use 20 plus services commonly or generally. Okay, so in this 20 plus services, uh, one is IAM, second one is EC2, third one is S3, the fourth one is ECS, Lambda, and code commit, etc. But we will, I will try to explain all the concepts, but we majorly focus on IAM, identity and access management. It says about the which user identification and authorization management. Okay, so it says about the like which account want access and which cloud cluster want to access, and how can you authorize, like for example you want access for the S3 bucket or something else, or something else like ECS. These all will be take care of IAM. It is the one of the most secure and compliance service, but it is a free service in the AWS. Compared to the all the service, IAM is the free service in the AWS. Okay, you can modify the groups, roles, users, etc. in the IAM. We will discuss in depth about these concepts. Okay, and the second thing is like as a EC2. You already know it's a bare minimum one. It's all about the servers or instances. So you can, I mean, we will teach you like how EC2 instance will be launched and what kind of things will be there in the EC2 instance, how to get the storage by using the EBS blocks and other things related to the EC2. And the third thing is the most simplest thing, but the concept is somewhat large, S3 bucket. So for the object storage purpose, we are using the S3 buckets. For example, any images, files, etc. will be used S3 bucket. Okay, and the container or the container thing like ECS, which we can store uh, Docker images and we can run the Docker images. That thing, and the serverless thing is nothing but a Lambda functions. Okay, in these Lambda functions we can try with different technologies like Python, Node.js and Java. I will explain how it will vary from each thing. Okay, it's a one of the most important topic because without server we are using this service to perform our backend operations. Okay, and EKS, if it is a if there is a sometime, then we will discuss EKS also, Kubernetes service, which is there in AWS. It's also one of the important topic in order to host your website without having any downtime and high availability. Okay, and also there are a lot of things in order to cover in the EKS also. So coming to the DevOps perspective, I will be teaching you in this session like from pipeline perspective also, like GitHub actions, like how we can deploy the multiple environments. For example, if you take any example like as a React code, okay, so how you need to build that React code and what kind of scanning you need to do in terms of the security scanning and in terms of the container scanning also. So in the scanning, you can get to know the things like as a SonarQube and also SysDig or Trevi, which are most familiar security tools for the scanning, and how the deployment will take place in the container deployment or Kubernetes deployment or IaaS deployment. Okay, it's IaaS deployment is nothing but a is easy to instance deployment. Okay, so I will teach you about the CI/CD part, uh, and also the final and foremost thing is like as a IAC. So infrastructure as a code, infra as a code. So in this, I will teach you the Terraform basics, like by using code, how we can create the instances, like EC2 or S3 bucket or something else, how we can create those things. I will explain you clearly and okay. So apart from this, you will get to know the things about DevOps lifecycle and also some of the projects which are related to the DevOps. For example, first project I will be teaching you about the how to host the static website, hosting a static without using any servers, with using only the S3 bucket and other things. The second thing is serverless backend functionality. Okay. The third thing is completely one new site, two-tier site. Okay, complete two-tier architecture site. We will be discussing. Like in this, we will discuss about front end and back end, like how front end will connect with the back end. Okay, how to auto scale this one. These all things we will discuss. Okay, so it's widely about these things, and also if there is any time, then we will discuss about the AI concepts related to the DevOps and cloud. So how we can create the agents to automate the DevOps process and also cloud infrastructure, and how to log particular things which are related to the DevOps perspectives. Okay, and also if there is a time, like we can discuss more about the AI deployment also. Like this is the trending topic now, AI deployment. In this AI deployment, how you can build the model, plus how you deploy this one and how you scale this one. So this is the most important topic, because the companies are changing their technology tech stack to the AI, right? So they are building a lot of models with respect to their business. It will be like as MLMs, sorry, LLMs or something else. Okay, LLMs, normal models. Okay. Mostly, we will talk about the LLMs and how to construct the LLMs. I will teach you like some basics, and the deployment part I will teach you more clearly, and also like how to scale that deployment part and how it will be available to the all the users. Okay. So from in this topic, we will explain like how to create a domain, and how to deploy D2D, domain creation to the deployment. Okay, so this is all about the course, and if you have any queries or any doubts, you can ask me, so I will explain you, and we can wrap up the session. Before wrapping up the session, I will uh, tell you like how to if you I mean, if you have any queries or any doubts, please let me know so that we will discuss. Asha, are you there?
Yes, Karthik.
Yeah, you can unmute the students and they will ask the question so that I can get some clarity how what they are expecting and what things I need to share.
Yes,
So,
Karthik.
yeah, yeah, that's okay. But you have, if I, yeah, Monica, right? Yes, some of the students are raising their hands. If they are really interested to ask some doubts, you can ask so that we can continue the process. Because I don't know what you are expecting. Really wanted to do. I said about what kind of things I need to teach in this session. I mean, in the coming sessions. So, if you have any queries or any doubts related to that, you can ask. Yeah, I believe it's Fardin. You raised your hand.
Everything is clear. Just continue.
Okay, good, cool. So so you don't have any queries, right? So I will explain you just a one use case, and then if you have any queries in that use case, let me know. Otherwise, we can wrap up the session. Continue with that. So, okay. So first of all, like for example, if you're building a one shopping site, any e-commerce site, okay, let's take Amazon.com. Okay, so how the Amazon.com is built? You can see only the front end, right? In the front end, there are different things will be there. Like there is a TV section, like mobile section, and dresses section will be there, and so on, etc. will be there. For example, if you take these three things only, okay. So you front end, you can see these things, but what the internal process will do, how you can see that Amazon.com, okay. So there will be divided into the two parts. The first part is like as a front end part, the second part is like as a back end part. These two things will be underlying in this cloud, okay. Have you heard about the any microservices concepts like microservices? So what I thought you like these things, like for example, what you see different categories, they will be divided. So these are all called as microservices. Okay. So first of all, what they have, like for example, if they have a business requirement to change something, or if they have a business requirement to build something, okay. So they will take the gather the requirement. Okay. The company wants some e-commerce site. So the e-commerce site will have a front end. Okay. The e-commerce site will have a back end. The e-commerce site will have a database, right? So how they build these three different things. So front end they will be build separately, back end they build separately, database they will host separately. Okay, how they interconnect? Have you heard about this one, or have you gone through any YouTube videos? All right. So we will explain clearly about these things also, like how front end will be there. Front end will be the different stack, right? For example, front end they are using multiple technologies like as Angular or React. So backend they're using multiple stacks like as a Python, .NET, or C++. DB they are using NoSQL and SQL also. For example, they are using MongoDB and also MySQL. So how these all things will be interlinked and interconnected to create a one beautiful website called as a Amazon.com. So those things I will explain you, like or suppose like Amazon.com. Let's simplify this one. We don't have Amazon.com only. It's a one of interface, and we have something data here. If you type this one in the internet, you will get this kind of web page. Am I right? But internally, there is a lot of things we'll be doing. Okay. To host this website, there are a lot of things will be happening. Okay. So first of all, what those things we will just discuss. So there will be a front end team, there will be a back end team, there will be a DB team. This is at minimal. Every company has it. These teams are minimal. There will be another team also called as a DevOps team. Okay. So as a DevOps engineer, what you will do? First of all, you will reach out to these teams, discuss the requirements. Okay, and then uh, you will create a one instance or cloud instance required. Like for example, if you're hosting for the 1,000 people, the specification will be different. If you're hosting for the 1 million people, the specification will be different. Okay, so for front end, you need to deploy as a one service, front end service. Back end, you need to deploy as a back end service. Database, you need to deploy or host as a database service, and you need to connect all these things in order to make sure that application will be smooth and also handles couple of requests. Okay, so those things we will discuss in deep in this DevOps concepts. And also, have you heard about big billion day sale? See, for the normal days, there is a no sale, nothing will be there. So, if for example, if any Flipkart.com or Amazon.com, the users are less. For suppose we will take for today only. Today is 29th January. The users will be 100, but in upcoming days there will be a users of 1 million. Okay, so how to scale this website? Normal days I am using only one CPU, but for if I have any sale or any corresponding things related to the sale, how I can improve this CPU to one CPU to 100 CPUs in order to host my website and to give a seamless experience for my customers. But in some cases, have you seen, for example, if the Flipkart Big Billion Day sale or Amazon Big Billion Day sale, if you open the site at the 12 a.m., you can see some error message like as a uh, error messages 404. Why that's happening? The load will be increases. It leads to the server crash. So you can see the 404 error. Okay, after some time, like for example, if you get at 12:30, the site will be again up, so it will be auto scale. So these all things will be covered in this session. Okay, I mean in the upcoming sessions if you enroll that one. Okay, and also one more important topic about the security. So security wise, your code will not be stolen, and your hosting will be secured. You will be creating a one virtual private cloud or virtual private network. How we will create these things? All about the security also we will tell you. And also like scanning of the code. The scanning of the code, first thing is like to check vulnerabilities. Vulnerabilities like for example, there is a API token for particular API. Okay, you missed and you check it into the GitHub, so it will be available for the all the users which are which can see, right? So it will lead to a threat and it will create a one bill. So security scanning is the most important thing, right? In this case, so we will talk about the security details also, and also like pipeline concepts, CI, CD. This is nothing but a continuous integration, and this is nothing but a continuous release, continuous deployment. Okay. So in this continuous integration, you build the things you deploy into the your dev environments or dev servers. But in the continuous deployment, it is a production deployment. You need to deploy those things in the production or live environment. Okay. So how it will be takes place, how you build the pipelines, pipelines with respect to the GitHub actions. I will tell you in the clear perspective. There will be this concept will be very nice because it will be connecting from the top to bottom, like from the developers git perspective to the further deployment. Okay, it is like as a automation only. So in this we will cover the most of the concepts. This will be like as a entire thing, like pipeline is like an entire thing which will eradicate the manual process. Okay, so this is the one of the most important concepts we will discuss. Okay, and also easier services in the AWS, how you can connect to the each and every service when it is required. Okay, so you have any doubts regarding these concepts, like what I said? No, anyone, any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. And then coming to the A part, as I discussed at last, A part, it's the most interesting concept because we know about the site deployment only. For example, any website deployment only we know, but how you deploy the AI models? This will be covering you last because you need to know about the website deployment first. If you are a beginner, if you need to know website deployment. Okay. For the AI models, like how you scale AI models. See, for example, website code will be like a two less than 2 GB at most probably. But AI models like more than 1 TB real world. Real world AI model, I'm saying, not customly built or something which built for your project. Okay, so 1 TB or more than 1 TB. So how you store this 1 TB model, and how you scale this model. So these things we will cover in upcoming sessions. Upcoming sessions. Okay, so I believe you will be interested in this session, and going forward, we will discuss a lot of things related to the DevOps and AWS. Your contribution is the utmost thing. So, if you have any queries related to the career perspective or a cloud perspective or anything to this topic, you can ask me so that I will I will clarify your doubts. Other than that, yeah.
Sir, what skills do you want to develop to become an IT engineer,
Uh,
sir?
Sorry, your voice is somewhat breaking. Can
What
you?
skills what skills you want to develop to become an IT engineer, sir?
See, basically, I'm saying according to the 2026, okay, not into the past experiences like 2025 or 2024. To become an IT professional, the main and the utmost skill is first of all communication. Okay, in every perspective, communication is the one of the most important skill. Like how you presenting your thing, and other things. Other than that, you have must aware about the AI, because AI is changing the world, right? So you need to know about the AI and other prompt engineering things. And apart from that, if you are interested in any domain, like for example, if you are interested in the developing domain, then just go for the coding or DSA rounds or something system designing. Okay. Other than that, if you are interested in the cloud and DevOps, you need to know about the Linux, Git, and cloud concepts. So just focus on the one cloud. If you are a beginner, just focus on the any one cloud. Like if you take a example of AWS, that will be giving the 200 plus services. You need not to excel 200 services. You need to know 20 plus common services which are going around in the all the companies. Okay, so the first thing is communication. Second thing is clear about
Huh?
what kind of things you want to take care of. Like you want to go to the coding side, just go to the coding side, just enter the vibe. And then if you're not interested, come to the cloud. Not like that. If you're fixed to something, then go with that one only. Okay,
Okay, sir.
I
Thank you,
hope
sir.
yeah. Other than, I mean, thank you so much. Other than, I mean, anyone else? Do I need a strong coding skills to start a career in DevOps? No, not required, but you need to know about coding, like how React will work, how Python will work, and Python scripting will be most important because to automate the things, and also scripting purposes. So not required, but if the logic is good, I mean, if your logic is good, then it will be great. Anyone else? Sir, is blockchain technology have any career options? Yes, blockchain technology have a career options, but they are limited. Uh, as per my knowledge, if you go for the freelancing or something else, that will be so great. But it's one of the booming technology only. Currently, if you're trying for the MNCs and other things, it will be not suitable. If you're trying for the startups or any freelancing or any outsourcing things, then blockchain will be good. Where should I start from, and how to start? Satya Shekhar, can you clarify your question? Like, what kind of things you need to start? DevOps. Okay. So you need to start two things. First thing is Linux networking and AWS cloud or any cloud. So Linux is the one of the most important thing because 99% is 90 to 95% is all servers are run on the Linux machine only, not Windows. Okay. So you must aware about the Linux and then networking like IP addresses, okay, TCP, UDP, other things, okay, which are related to the network. And then come to the AWS services, go through each and every AWS services which are basic, not eye level, okay, if you are really interested in DevOps field. And then go to pipeline portion, like how you automate the things. There are multiple tools which are related to the pipelines. You can see the Jenkins, GitHub Actions, and Flux CD, Argo CD, Azure DevOps pipelines, etc. But if you are really interested, you can concentrate on one thing, then it will automatically boom to the next things also, okay. And then at last but not least, you need to concentrate on the monitoring tools also, because it is one of the most important thing in order to monitor your site, give the correct feedback, like whether it's working or not working, and what kind of CPU usage it is taking, etc. Okay, I believe you understand. Yeah, anyone else? Okay. So most of the students are going through different courses, but please make sure that if you are going to different courses, please stick to one course only, because it will give you hype. Okay? So I'm facing with DS and lead code problem solving. Okay, just sir, I'm facing struggle with the DS and lead code problem solving. Okay, do one thing. Don't memorize the things. Do small things first. Grip the for loops and other things, functions also, and then try yourself for the basic programmatic things. I mean basic DSA like arrays, strings, and then go to the step by step. Like for example, if you go to the arrays first, then you will get some understanding, right? And then go to strings, and then go to binary search, and then go to trees or graph concepts. Okay, don't memorize the things, understand the logic. There will be a hardly 70 to 80 plus patterns only. Those patterns will be applied for all the lead code questions. Okay. Sir, what your opinion on cybersecurity jobs? Can you say companies hiring cybersecurity jobs? And I have got various, like about 10 certificates on the cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is good. Ankush, cybersecurity is very good. Basically, cybersecurity will demand will be more in the further, but try to explore more things, like for example, bug bounties are there, right? So we just explore those things, like how we can find the bugs in the particular site or something else, and concentrate on the testing part. There will be some testing will be there. So like I don't know really, but those testing part will be there. Pen testing, I believe, because most of the companies will expect that thing only. Okay, so I'm struggling in JavaScript. Just go to YouTube. Practice is the most important thing, so you need to practice the JavaScript more. How much DS is actually needed for the basic package? For the basic package, you required array strings, binary search, and some of the basic problems. Yeah, that's great. Of course, focusing on the testing. Yeah, that's great. Just contribute to open source, and then uh, participate in the events and build your network. That will be great. You'll get a good job in MNC. But the roles are very less, but the people are also very less. So there will be less competition in the cybersecurity field. So anyone have any other questions?
Sir, what are the requirements to go to Infosys company, sir?
Infosys. That depends upon the. It's not depending upon the company. I mean, like it depends upon you. So how much consistency and how much practice you have done, it will result you in the final year. Okay, like what the. I mean, it's not like as a academics. I mean, it's purely about the developing the skills and expressing yourself and marketing yourself. So try to use the LinkedIn and Naukri uh, rapidly so that you need to get to know the things what people are doing in the IT field. Okay, try to gain one internship in the college days itself only. That will be boost your skills and confidence also.
Okay. Okay.
So it will add it to your resume also. Yeah, it will be like a paid or unpaid internship, but you need to focus on the skills mostly. Like if you are really interested in the DevOps, you just go to the DevOps and explore all the tools. Like uh, say no to inconsistency. Okay, Consi- do consistent or do whatever the things you want consistent. That will progress yourself, and you will get a good job in MNCs. Could you please tell me why is this webinar? This webinar is mainly focusing on the DevOps with AWS plus AI1. I mean, how we can deploy the AI models also. Okay, anyone have any queries or any questions? To join the course, is there any fees? Yes, Asha will answer these questions, like anything related to the course or anything related to the webinar at the end. If you have any queries or any doubts related to the career or cloud or DevOps perspective, then it will be good. Sir, Python is necessary? Yes, Python is necessary in every perspective now, because it's one of the booming language. It will be connecting to the all the things. So so that will be great. If you know the Python, it will be used for the scripting purpose. If we get any internship opportunities through this workshop, yes, you can get the internship opportunities based on your questions you will get. That's why Harshit told you, like in the starting of the webinar only, your active participation will lead to a internship opportunity. Anyone else? No, I think Arvind. Okay, okay. Anything related to career perspective, you can ask. So, Harsha, one second, sir. What are the skills required to become a data analyst? Is it good? Yeah, you can try to data analyst. You require like Python and Python submodules like pandas, etc. And also for the data analyst, you require better business communication skills with Excel and Power BI. Can I get your LinkedIn profile? Yeah, sure, definitely. So Python is hard to study or work. Just practice the Python. Just go to the Python. Python is easy. Like it's a common language, right? It's simple. It's a simple than the Java and JavaScript also. Sir, what is the difference between the man and mean? Which will be the best for the developing full stack development? Okay. So man is like as a MongoDB, Express, React, and Node.js, and mean is like as a man, Express, Angular, and Node.js. So man is used for the mostly as a mid-level and startup companies in order to develop the web application. But mean is used for the enterprise companies. So both have a disadvantages and advantages. If you learn one tech stack, it will be easy to learn another one. It's not that much difficult. So it's purely depending upon you only. If your targeting is like some legacies companies like banking companies or etc., you can start learning of mean. Otherwise you can learn man. So what kind of real project should you beginners build for DevOps? Okay, it's really great question. I appreciate Josh, Siddiq. So first of all, we will deploy static website without any costing, and then we will follow up with some architecture diagrams, and we will try to build a front end back end deployment. Okay, and also AI model deployment. Do you know which companies will be hiring the cyber security? Mostly top four, I mean big four companies will hire the cyber security engineers. Try to apply there. If you get a chance, that would be great. So how to start the data analytics from beginning? So try to concentrate on the storytelling part, and take one use case which will be available in Kaggle or something. So start building data things like Power BI, etc., etc. You just go to Kaggle. There will be a lot of data sets. Just pick up one use case, and you will start monitoring on that data set. Okay. Sir, Python is necessary to work in IT, as it's not a necessary thing, but it will be necessary thing now, because it is connected to all the things, right? That's why. So I want to know any companies are hiring. I already answered this one. Can you